Hello, you're listening to Intrusive Talks. I'm your host, Connor. I'm joined by Mudit, as always.
Hello.
And we've also got a special guest, Summer.
Hi.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you guys.
Yeah, it's good to see you too.
Thank you for coming. We have a pro comedian on the...
Yeah, an actual pro comedian.
Not like a
We're
bunch of
stepping up in the
losers
world.
who
I
just
don't
think that they're
know.
funny and they'll just bring a mic and they're like...
I don't know about that. How do you qualify as a pro?
I don't know.
I
Have you
don't
made
know.
any money doing comedy in New Zealand?
Oh, well, I'm still losing money, right?
Yeah, true. That's the
Well,
thing.
we all are.
It's a losing money kind of game.
It's an expensive hobby.
It is. It's the most expensive hobby. Like, people are like,
Oh, I mean-
what are your hobbies? I'm like, I'm doing it.
What's your hobby? Oh, losing money.
It's actually the essence of investment.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people lose their money, but they call it investment.
Yeah.
And what's wrong with
That's
that?
the same thing
You know?
crypto bros say. Like, no, bro, I'm not losing money, okay? It's a game.
We
Yeah.
might be the only podcast who hasn't lost money doing
We are
the actual podcast.
We're in
Did
a
we
good
lose
thing.
anything on the Fungaree? No, I
Oh,
don't
we
think-
lost money on the Whangarei trip.
Not
was
that
more a
much.
show.
Like, more like, I don't know, something.
I don't know.
Not that much. We didn't make money. No, we did. We didn't even knew we did made money. You remember I told you, like, I sent you the receipt. You're like, oh, we made money?
Yeah, that was quite funny. So,
Because we thought we just... So what happened? We didn't sold any tickets on the night.
well, this was for the Whangarei Fringe Festival.
Yeah, but I saw your video clips. Like, it
Yeah.
looks like nice.
Yeah, so people just pulled up. But we didn't knew they actually paid. We just told everyone they can come in for free. But we didn't knew they actually paid, actually.
I mean, originally we were trying to sell tickets for very cheap. I think $15 we were trying to sell them for. And then I think we sold maybe like one, or someone bought one on like a
Yeah.
comp kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
But luckily there was a show just before us.
Yeah.
So I got up on stage and like, hey guys, please stay.
Nice.
And they were
Good
really
marketing.
We'll pay you if you stay.
Good marketing.
Yeah.
And then yeah, the light hosts helped us by going around some of the other shows.
Oh,
and then I think a bunch of the people who were working the
Yeah,
fest
they
came
just
up.
showed up. But we thought, like, they're just there for... Like, they just showed up. But they actually were kind enough. They were like, no, we want to support them. Like, thank you so much.
Nice.
Koha is a real good way to do it, I think, at our level.
I mean, you should try with cheap tickets, like because you should aim for the sky, and then at the end, like you always have the option, like, oh, it's free, guys. Like, who cares?
So did you thought the audience like didn't pay anything? Then you got
So
Well,
we
a
because we
nice
just-
crowd.
'cause-
Did you abuse them because you think they're like freebies?
No,
we didn't really abuse them.
We
They
were just
abused us
we
in
were
that.
grateful
Like
for
it's
them.
cheap.
Yeah, we were
We
grateful.
were grateful that they actually showed up, and like some of them like stayed as well. So we were like, we were happy. Like,
Because do you find it hard to sell your shows?
Oh, I was gonna say such a lovely way to start our conversation.
Yeah.
Just straight up numbers and money.
Inside,
right?
yeah, inside
Yeah,
baseball.
what
How
a-
much do you make from comedy?
What a,
Yeah.
what a good way
How much do you
to
pay?
start with the
20
Chinese
bucks.
comedian. Like, let's talk about money. Yeah, I think the worst part, I would say, like recently I've been thinking, because I have a few shows and like lined up, and I actually need to work hard to do the marketing. Yeah, But like open mics, you don't really do marketing, right? But when you have actual shows, you're
Yeah.
like, I really
I feel like
wanna-
you should do a bit of marketing for your open
yeah,
mic.
that's probably
but yeah, you
my-
don't want to.
Yeah, it's probably my worst, or my okay. Let's put it this way. That's probably the worst part for me in terms of comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's
just
marketing.
hate selling things.
Yeah. You just want to show up at the comedy club. There's an audience there. And
Yeah, but
Yeah.
mind you, I used to work in sales and marketing.
yeah.
So
Same.
maybe
We work in marketing.
we work in
suck
marketing.
at
We
it.
couldn't sell, so you're doing way better than us.
I thought I was going to be a pro, bro. I thought I knew how Facebook ads work. And stuff.
So is that the market problem or it's a
Nah,
product?
well, the main issue we had was it was in Whangarei, and it's kind of difficult when you're like in Auckland and you have to coordinate everything from here. It's and also like it's not like you have access to everything. The Fringe Festival has some access to your marketing and
Yeah.
everything as well. So
Also, I don't
Yeah.
think there was much crossover. Like advertising, there's a lot of different ways to advertise and stuff, and the way you'd advertise for someone who's got a massive budget
yeah,
and like thousands and thousands of dollars to put towards it is very
Yeah.
different to how you sell a comedy show.
well, they also like gave us an opportunity. So that one day before they had like an open mic at the Fringe
Yeah.
Festival, and they said you can come and promote your show, but we didn't had like the enough budget to like go there for one night and just
Yeah.
promote the show. You know?
Or like go
Exactly.
there, then we have to stay the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
We did go on a radio show.
We did a radio show. Yeah.
Oh, how did that?
It was good. Sometimes it's good when
Yeah.
someone is asking you the questions, you know.
Oh, right,
so
right.
are you
Yeah.
okay? And we're like, no.
Okay.
Because have you done
We are not.
Whangarei Fringe?
No, I haven't. Yeah, I missed it last year. Yeah, I'll probably burn the show next year.
No, that'd be
Yeah.
nice.
I heard the audience there was lovely, right?
Whangarei is actually one of the best audiences, I reckon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like they're way more like loose, you know, like willing to laugh. Like I feel like Auckland, you can get very like people will be laughing, but like also holding it in a little.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
We didn't
Oh,
knew
right.
how the we did a live podcast thing. We didn't knew how it's gonna go. We just did it, and they were enjoying it. It's just like once so with the podcasting thing, we just involved them in the podcast, and they were like loving it. 'Cause,
Oh, nice.
Like that's what. If we want to do it again, we're gonna like make some
It's
preparations
almost-
this time. But yeah,
It was almost just like crowd work, but
That's
with
nice. Yeah.
the audience.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect when you go out of Auckland. Like, I
Yeah.
have a show in Palmy Festival next week.
Oh,
Just-
really?
Nice.
Just
That's a
next-
long drive. Though.
I fly.
Oh, you're gonna fly.
pro comedian
Fancy.
motherfucker.
She's got a private
You
jet.
know, it's just
everything.
the good of your day job support your hobby.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
true,
Your
yeah.
day job supports? Nice.
I'll just put money from
My
you.
day job is alright. yeah, just pays for the expensive
It can be
hobby.
hard to balance it though.
But it's like a weekend
I know, like,
getaway. Yeah.
Joe Damon did that thing where he put a post out,
Hmm.
like he's going to do a competition looking for an opener.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And that'd be really cool, but then I'm like, I don't think I could get the time off work though to like, I mean, it's presumptuous I'd win.
Yeah,
it's like-
but it's gonna be so tough because there's
Yeah.
like what I don't know, 60 people already saying I'm keen, bro. How are you gonna compete with them?
Bro's going to have to hold his own like raw.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it sounds like it
Like,
already.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just like another raw competition,
Just
or
take the
like
winner raw.
semi-raw.
Or maybe not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was probably-
expensive, but like who's doing this for money, really? Right?
Yeah, not really.
Fuck no, I don't
for
want
the
to make
fun
money
of it.
from comedy. My aim is to fucking
It'd
die.
be so stressful. Like I don't know how do you do this full time. I guess if you get
I don't
enough
think
money,
anyone
you
does
have
in New
enough
Zealand.
In
motivation.
New Zealand, you
right?
can't do it full time. Like you gotta have something in your day job.
New
like-
Zealand, you do it to get like other side gigs
Mm-hmm.
in
TV,
TV.
radio.
What's even like advertising? Like you
Commercial
see a lot of
TV,
comedians,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they're like what's his name? David
David Corrios.
Yeah.
Corrios. He does all the Burger King ads.
Yeah,
It's a good way
yeah.
to make money. Paul Ego, he does Pack and Save
Yeah.
ads.
Yeah, I wonder like when can some young child restaurants can ask me to go TV commercial for them?
Yeah,
You gotta just reach out to them. Hey, I'm
gotta get an agent.
They
first.
don't need pay
Yeah.
TV because they are like always queue in front of this restaurants. Yeah, right.
I think if you wanna do it full time, you gotta move out of New Zealand. That's the.
Well, it's just not enough market. Shit.
Yeah, there's
Like,
not
that's
enough market to like. You can't do like 5 shows in a week every week. Yeah.
Yeah, and the reason I mentioned that I just think comedy is consuming a lot of your brain. I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong,
Yeah.
but like we all have our day job, our life,
Yeah.
and comedy. That when you have comedy in the mix, you think and view everything through comedy lens,
yeah, sometimes.
including your day job, right?
Yeah, like
it's
sometimes
like,
you
oh,
say something at work, and you're like, ooh,
yeah.
shouldn't have said
and,
that.
and sometimes just think, oh my god, my day job is like a therapy from my comedy. Like stay away from
Yeah.
comedy. Like at least you can behave a little bit different.
And you don't like the lives intersecting.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm thinking about full-time comedy. I'm not talking about is it hard or easy to make enough money to make a living
Yeah.
out of it. I'm more talking about how's your brain space shape.
Do you
Like,
ever,
yeah.
do you ever think of yourself as like, you know, like Spider-Man or something, having like a secret identity where it's like, at night I work in marketing.
Yeah,
I mean,
like,
at day I
really
work
gotta
in marketing. At night I moonlight
get away
as
from
a-
that
I go to
superhero.
I tell dick jokes and
dark
stuff.
places where 5 people have been stabbed, and I'm telling them about how my dating life sucks. You don't know what it's like to be me. I live 2 lives.
Yeah.
I'm the coolest guy. I'm just saying I'm autistic,
At
basically.
night I'm abusing randos from a stage with a microphone.
Yeah, sometimes like I really need to. I don't know. This is sounding like a little bit depressing. I want to get away from comedy sometimes.
Well, it's nice to take
Sometimes,
breaks.
I
like,
think
every
it's
now and
nice to
then.
take breaks.
Yeah.
Like, but I think what happens is if you've been doing it for a while and you've been consistent, your brain kind of automatically goes. Like if you just see something, you kind of make a joke out of that. You're not thinking about it; it just happens.
Oh, this just the other day. I stepped into this meeting room, and my day
Yeah.
job is like quite professional and quite corporate like,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I stepped into the meeting room, shake hand with everybody, being like
Yeah.
adult, super professional, and I look at this person across the table visiting us. I'm like, ooh, he looks like capybara. I'm like, oh, I could not say anything. It only stays in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, it happens, I guess. Like, because your brain is constantly like, if you just see something funny according to you, you're gonna just think about that. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
Then I was smiling
it's
at
not like,
him.
no.
I went on this whole rant about Excel to my coworker because it's shut, and I'm like, this is what I get for using some pedophile software and stuff. And then afterwards, you're like, oh, I know. But at my work, it's pretty like people are pretty like loose with what they say, so you can get away with more.
Nah,
Yeah.
not my workplace. So I just stay away from them. I just stay on my desk. I'm like, I'm in the shadows. Please don't disturb me. Please don't bother me.
But I think at least in New Zealand, when I talk to my colleagues about my comedy, they're pretty supportive.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are real supportive, and they'll always
But
say
they don't
like,
come
oh.
to buy your tickets.
Well, they always ask me when a gig's on, but it's
All
very
the time.
sporadic,
Yeah.
and you don't necessarily want to invite them to the
Sure,
basic open mic.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like
I
you'd
did that in
kind-
the beginning. I sort of like.
Yeah, well, then you just burn through friends to see your
Yeah,
comedy because they're
yeah.
like, no, I did that
Yeah.
once, and I.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Watch
that's
someone-
the case, I've only invited them to the classic because that's where I don't want them to have a bad time. Like, it's okay if I have a bad time. I don't
Yeah.
want them to have a bad time, because it just makes them.
I think the classic's a pretty safe venue
Yeah,
to
just
take them to see you do comedy.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes not.
I mean, the
Yeah.
worst is gonna happen there. Just the show is gonna be really bad. That's the worst. At open mic, worst shit can happen. Like
Yeah,
it's an open
yeah.
mic, it's a bar.
Yeah, open mics.
well, you don't want your
brutal.
friends to be the only audience members too.
Yeah.
Because then every comedian's trying to talk to them, or like.
Yeah.
We're just basically relying on them to laugh, basically.
I've done that.
Well,
heaps.
because then it's a lot of pressure on those audience. Like, I feel bad at an open mic when it's like one group or something. Because then there's so much pressure
Yeah.
on their group to be laughing or like.
And we wonder why we don't have enough open
And then
mics.
there's like a lot of shows that go real long
Right,
and they just get
yeah.
tired.
Time
Like, that's the
control,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Like, someone will bring like a group or something. They probably have just started doing comedy, and they'll like bring a bunch of friends, and then they go to open mics. They're like, "What the fuck you do, bro? Like, get a job. This is what you quit your job for."
Yeah, no.
No,
This-
I've done heaps in Tauranga, like bringing family and friends because I started in Tauranga.
Oh, really?
Oh,
yeah.
How's
then-
that like starting in Tauranga?
Yeah, it was exciting in the beginning,
Yeah.
right? Because you only have one open mic each month.
Hop house.
Oh,
Hop house.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great. So
Yeah.
every time you actually cherish every minute on stage,
Yeah.
every second.
a
And
lot of
also
pressure.
every comedian will bring their friends and family
Oh,
because it
that's
doesn't
good.
happen that often.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the vibe would be good.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you don't really get the kind of exercise you need.
Yeah.
'Cause every time you go, it's like a good show. You need to really
Yeah.
prepare.
Yeah.
But
And then
I'm
you're
not
just doing
saying-
the same jokes
yeah.
every time. so
I'm not
yeah.
saying open mic you don't prepare, but at least enough open mics will give you enough opportunities to practice.
Or like take
Well,
risks and
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's
Yeah.
happening right now, because you probably get like at this moment I'm only doing sometimes doing like once. That's it, once a week, one open mic a week, and there's
I'm
not
doing like once a fortnight really at this rate.
like what happens is you try,
Yeah.
and if it's like an open mic apart from classic or something, I'm just trying all new shit because I just want to like see. But what happens is when you try new shit, you probably get like a chuckle or something. You're like, oh, is there something there? But by the time you realize your time's over, and then 1 week passes by, and you're like, what the fuck do I do? Like, how do I figure out
Yeah.
shit is even funny or not?
Yeah, I used to think the stage time is very important. Like it is
Yeah.
important, but now I'm thinking the prep before the stage time is actually
I think it's a
really,
smart
really
way to
important.
tackle it.
How you plan your material, how you
Yeah, yeah.
plan your set list, and how you like, after this gig, how you really go back to review and have a next attack plan.
It's hard to
Yeah.
watch a bomb back though.
Yeah.
Probably the better
That's
one
a
to
lot of
learn from.
admin, like a lot of admin work.
Yeah.
Just
I know, that's
yeah.
the thing, like things get forgotten.
Yeah, I think it's good. Like I've heard like comedians like Mark Norman and everyone saying like if you just recite your set before jumping on stage like 2-3 times,
Yeah.
even if you bomb, it's not a bomb. Like you
It's
just feel
much,
so
much better.
confident
Yeah.
within yourself just
Yeah.
being on that
Yeah,
stage,
yeah,
which
yeah.
I have done sometimes, and I've seen the result. Like yeah.
exactly.
That would take Mark so long that like that's 2 hours to go through his like if you're doing an hour to run through all your
But-
jokes.
No, I don't think he means like he was giving that suggestion if you're new, like
Yeah,
if you're
yeah.
just still like
5 minutes.
5
10
minutes
Yeah.
or something. Or-
Yeah.
I mean,
I used to do
if
that
he's doing
before
like
every mic,
if
yeah.
he's doing 60 minutes every night, so I think at this point he knows it so much by his brain.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
He'll
Like,
probably only be doing like 15 new
Yeah,
out of
it's-
that.
But it's like those guys are doing like 4 spots at the end each night sometimes, so they have enough.
Yeah,
time to
notice
prepare.
like exactly to that point, it's a huge difference. Like for example, 2 nights in a row, I'm doing the same set list, 10 minute, right? Then the first night went all good, because I practiced and prepared. Then the second night, I was
You
like,
get cocky.
I am familiar with this. I've just done it yesterday. Today I can just finish work, relax, have my dinner, and just go. Guess what? You like words doesn't come out in the right order.
Yeah.
Then it's different.
Yeah. I did saw your Provoke in Progress show. I think that was pretty good. Like
Which one?
the one you did it with Henry Chan.
Oh yeah. Thank you for
That was like 30
doing the
minutes,
tape
right?
for us. Yeah,
That was 30 minutes, right?
Yeah,
So-
that was hot. I get cocky.
No, I think you did pretty
The
good. Like they
audience
were enjoying
was
it.
really
Yeah.
good. That was the feeling when you find your audience, because I think the crowd is a mix of every like culture background.
Yeah.
The majority is Asian girl with their
Right, perfect.
white husbands and partners.
Because you're bilingual.
My target audience.
So is your comedy bilingual?
I tried,
You
but
tried.
because I started in English and most of my input is English.
Oh, yeah.
So my output is English, but we
Yeah.
try to do the bilingual. Gig
Yeah, because
the
at that
Avenue.
place you do in
Your show, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be really interested to like watch a comedian in another language, if I understood another language, and see how it differs. Like if the language changes how you tell a joke.
Yeah, from my own experience, I think the differences are like they come from different places, right?
Yeah.
Language, like the order of your words.
Yeah, because the
how
sentence
you do a
structure is
punchline.
different.
Yeah, it's exactly
Yeah.
that. And this a huge part is the audience. The audience, what's their culture background, and what do they expect, and how they
Yeah.
behave in a gig.
Yeah,
It's very
it differs
different.
because so I did this. So there's this Indian like open mic scene, which is like this one person who runs it, and he did this like massive show, like 200 people in the crowd, massive show in Hamilton. Now the thing is that there was like 10 people, and not so few of them were like doing it in Hindi, right, which is my language. So what happened? Like the first 3 acts went up. They were doing really good, and then when I went up, I did it in English. So they were just not able to catch up with my like punch, because it's such a difference as soon as you jump. Like it just became so. It's not like I just ate shit, but it was like way different than what I expected. Like I thought like it's gonna be like the best night of my life. I'm gonna just crush in front of 200 people, but it's like. Because the punchlines and the premises go in a different way when you switch the language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
And I really want to try a crowd with just American audience.
Just American, yeah, they're good audience.
I hear they have good reputation as audience,
Yeah.
right? And when I first did English, and I was told by a lot of Kiwi mates said, oh, but they're not comedians, but they gave me the idea that if you are making Kiwi audience laugh, you will do good in other markets.
Well, because it's like, because Kiwis do have like the tall poppy syndrome, and that affects a lot of it. Like, you don't want to be like, you don't want to stand out as much. And so even with like laughter, it's like, you don't want to be the loudest person in the room.
Kind of,
like, you don't want to be low-key.
I'm calm and
I'm
cool.
low-key and cool.
Yeah. I don't want to be I'm over the top.
If some joke's hilarious, you'd go like, nice.
Nice.
Haha.
Or it's like the cool laugh, like the fuckboy laugh.
Ha.
But I said, hey, wait until you see my Chinese crowd.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they're just stoic as fuck. Like,
They're like, no.
what is left?
Yeah, but like sometimes I feel, because of culture difference, I feel if I can make Chinese crowd laugh, then that joke can go anywhere.
Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably even
Oh,
more
yeah.
restricted.
And I think Chinese crowd is
Unless you're doing it in Mandarin.
polite. They're
Jokes.
polite. They're not like it's partly. No, I don't think that's tall poppy. Some of the tall poppy as well. Like they
Yeah, it
don't
would be a
wanna
very
be
like
the first to laugh out loud.
it's very like
Yeah, that's the thing. The first, no one wants to be the first one to. It's only going to be the drunk person who's going.
Or if you have a down punchline but really good, and if they laugh, they'd be like, "Oh, how do people view me?
Yeah.
I'm laughing at this very
Yeah.
bad, but good." Yeah.
well, it's like it's also like that's why I also think like sometimes the classic audience is one of the better audiences because they're the most drunk. It's like because like you go to open mics and like a lot of times it's at a bar, but it'll be like a Tuesday or Wednesday. People aren't really out to
So
drink.
at the classic, they paid to see that, so they're like like
Oh, yeah, they got
more
more
that
than
song.
yeah,
So
yeah,
when
we
you
are
pay
here
to see
for
something,
that.
it's like if you go to a friend's place and you're like, let's watch a movie, you're probably going to be like, yeah, movie is going on. But if you go to a cinema, like, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to watch this movie properly.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Doom 2 was way better when I paid to see it. When it came out as a
right.
streamer.
Yeah.
It's the thing, like all those streamer movies, you just automatically think is shit because it released for free.
Yeah, you don't value it that much now.
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah, there's been times where I've seen something in the theaters, and when I saw it on like my TV, I'm like, I hate this movie. No, I just
Yeah.
don't like this movie.
Yeah.
There's been a bunch of times like I'm like, I don't know, probably it's also the surrounding, the speakers, the volume, and everything
it's
is like
like-
pretty.
It's like, yeah, I saw
you should
like-
be there
Yeah.
in the environment.
That experience is different, you know, like
That's the same with comedy too. Like
yeah, that
Yeah.
you
experience
see a
is.
comedy at like a proper venue for it.
I have been in situations where I've seen someone's live show, and then I've seen that same special on YouTube or something, and it didn't feel the same. The live show was much better for me.
Exactly.
I'm not saying it's not funny. It just I was like, this was way different than when I saw it live. You know?
Yeah.
There's a difference, like when you see it live in a room or something.
Yeah, that's the beauty of live comedy, right? You are
Yeah.
in the moment. Like when you watch Netflix, if you're like, oh, I pause this and I can go
Yeah.
do something else and I come back.
I know.
Yeah.
So what got you into comedy? Like, because it's a big step to take, to start doing.
Yeah.
Like, were you a bit of like into drama or something?
No,
Or
not at all. I
Really?
was a very boring, not boring, but like a normal Chinese
Yeah.
kid growing up. Just do your grades right.
Yeah.
But I think early days in my childhood,
Yeah.
this is going way back. Mom asked me, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" I was like, "I want to be dancing and singing and do acrobatics."
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
She's like, "Why?" I said, "Math is too hard."
yeah, man. Is that why some of the best gymnasts
Such a-
come from China? Because they're
I
like,
don't
no,
do
I want
math."
to do this over the
But
math.
that's a long story, not a long story, early story to say I always appreciate arts and performance
Yeah.
art, right?
Nice.
But didn't really do that growing up. Then COVID happened when I
Yeah.
was here. Then it was like I saw the first open mic poster in Tauranga,
Yeah.
in the Hop House. And before that, you're stuck in your room. That was already sort of like
Oh,
after
yeah,
the
so you
first
just wanted
lockdown.
to get out.
And I'm like, yeah, we want to get out. We want to see what's happening there.
Yeah.
And so all my life I've always told,
Yeah.
hey, some of you are actually funny.
Yeah,
or
nice.
people don't say that, but when I'm talking, people are laughing and I enjoy that.
Yeah.
That's the feeling. So my partner is like, yeah, let's go see this open mic. I said, yeah, King. And I said to him, don't push me onto the stage. He's like, it's perfect time, you can try.
He's like, you're always telling me jokes.
Yeah,
Get up
he's
there.
don't-
You
Yeah.
always make fun of my body.
Then we went there. Yeah, I do that. We went there and it was a warm open mic. And the MC, he was Ginger.
Ginger.
He made a joke about Ginger. He said, Ginger all look the same. Blah, blah. I forgot the premise. But
Yeah.
I was in the crowd. And I said, nah, all Asian look the same.
Yeah.
I pretty much heckled the MC. Yeah, and I was not polite at all. Like, I didn't have enough like
Yeah.
live
Oh,
comedy
so you almost
training.
started out as a heckler
Yeah.
and then moved to
Yeah.
stage.
He said, okay, we don't have enough comics tonight. What about you come up
Oh, he called you bluff.
stage? Yeah. Then I was like, no. But at the break, he actually said to me, I'm sincere, like I'm
Yeah.
serious, like
Really?
we don't really
Yeah.
have that, but you sound funny, you go try.
Go try.
I'm like, you're not threatening me, right?
He was probably hoping you'd bomb.
I was gonna kill him.
Actually, he was really nice. He said,
yeah.
if you do want to try probably 2 minutes. Don't
Yeah.
do too
Yeah, that's
long.
good.
Then
That's-
that's okay. Then, yeah, and I pretty much lied to my partner, like, don't push me, don't get me up on stage. I actually had a few written down.
Oh, you already had
In
some
my
jokes
phone,
ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm probably like secretly waiting for the moment for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I went up and I talked 2 minutes. Some are like formed jokes, like now you look back, it's really raw. Something about Backstreet Boys, my English teacher, something like that. And one
Yeah.
of my first jokes was from those 2 minutes. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 minutes, and I was a fresh face, and everybody liked me.
That's
They
good.
voted me for the best comedian that night, and I got a free pizza.
Oh, that's nice.
I was
That's a
like,
comedy dream right there.
aha!
Nailing it your first
You
time.
can feed
that's-
yourself by doing
yeah.
comedy.
Yeah.
That
And
is
get one pizza a month. All right.
right. And I don't even like pizza.
If I cut it up, I can make it last until the next month. If I ration out this pizza.
Oh god,
Yeah,
that's
then-
insane.
then
Like
I
just getting
thought-
on stage and just crushing it. That's insane. That's pretty cool.
That's probably a good feeling, right?
Yeah.
To get you going.
Yeah, I know
but,
that
but
feeling.
you just didn't know what's waiting for you along the way. Like your first
Yeah.
bomb, your first night, like
Yeah.
cannot sleep at all.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Your IBS attack before each gig.
Yeah.
Oh,
suffer.
bro. Like,
Yeah, I suffer.
I remember like when I did comedy for the first time. It was like 5 years later, I'm gonna be on TV or something. Like I'm opening ready, guys. Like what the fuck is going on? I legit, I'm not making this up. I was about to. Soon I was like, how I'm gonna
'cause
drop
it
my
looks-
2 weeks notice?
It looks easy, is
Did
the
you-
thing, until you do it.
yeah.
I want to ask you guys: did you design your signature when you?
Oh,
get
as a
famous?
celebrity, like,
No.
to sign autographs.
No.
Oh yeah. That's a complicated, high-level word. Like
I don't know if anyone's asking for autographs.
I don't
anymore.
think-
They'd probably just want a selfie.
Selfie, yeah. I mean, if someone does, I'm gonna be like, bro, grow up.
Because I feel like the signature just used to be like, I mean, yeah, you could sell it, but you could also.
I mean, you
Claim
still
you
some
met the
people still
person
do
through
it like
their
on
signature?
their merchandise or something.
Yeah,
They still do it like.
sign.
But it's
You
like
say your book. Yeah.
I have a terrible handwriting, and getting a signature would be like insane. Like
Oh,
I
but-
can't do it. Like
but-
I fuck up my signatures all the time. Like that's why I have a pretty simple one. Like even when you show it.
He's being investigated for fraud because none of his
Yes,
stuff
this is
match up.
literally my signature. Just my spelling. That's it. That's my signature
It's
right
not a
there.
bad signature.
That's just pretty
That's
straight up.
like you can read from your signature. That's a sign.
but, like,
it's not
people
a
have
good
the-
signature.
like
Oh,
people
you
have
can
you know.
tell what it is.
Yeah.
Like people have can I write on this?
Yeah,
Like,
sure.
People have like a cool thing like yo.
How about you?
Oh, mine's really. I'm not going to
Show
show
me
you my
your
signature.
I'm gonna grab
is
the
literally
signature and apply for mortgage.
Yeah, just
Go
gotta take
ahead.
our loans.
Go ahead.
Yeah, mine's not that good. It's
Oh,
literally,
the reason I mentioned
But
that
it still looks like there's
I
two
design-
different languages, which is cool. You know, like I like that's pretty cool. Like mine is straight up just my name. Anyone can copy it. Honestly.
Oh, you have a dash.
Yeah. Just
I designed mine when I was 12.
yeah.
I thought I would be famous.
Oh, sorry, this is. Sorry, I was
This is
going to
mine.
ask you this before, but because you have a partner, right?
bro.
Or you still got your partner?
Let's go back to the signature.
Oh, okay,
thing.
fine.
Look at this, guys.
Mine
That's
is
the
Well,
coolest
don't show
thing.
my
I
signature.
designed
censor
when
it.
I was 12, and I had my English name Summer already, right? And my Chinese name, that's two
Yeah.
characters. And I somehow combined them together. So
Yeah.
now it's my legal signature as well.
That's basically something
You need a
I'll
lot of
see.
space to write that out,
spent-
though.
Yeah, the one I sign posters and stuff, you know, you just...
It just looks like
yeah,
it's
I'm
good.
prepared. I'm prepared.
That's pretty sick.
That
though.
looks like me after taking LSD. Like I just
I'm
do shit
prepared.
It's
Yeah.
like what a therapist shows you. Now, what does this say to you?
Yeah.
that you're gonna die.
Yeah, I probably spent all my one whole session of math class to do this. I
Designing
designed
it.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were
That's
asking
good.
about.
I was just gonna say, with what's kind of like your partner's reaction to you doing comedy? Because like with my partner, she's female, so females will always kind of give you
Emotional
shit about it.
support.
Well, they'll give you they'll give you support, but they'll also like we completely
So
different
we are
ways.
very supportive to
So
our partner.
he's supportive.
He's a Kiwi bloke, right?
Oh, he's a
So,
Kiwi bloke.
yeah, let's set up this image.
Yeah.
A white Kiwi bloke, curly hair, a
Uh-huh,
hat, shirt or t-shirt. I had the set about him, how he looks like and shorts. You know? He's the type like he'll go to my gigs.
Yeah.
He will do my videos.
Oh, nice.
He will wait for me however long I want to hang out
Yeah.
with other comedians. But he's like no emotion whatsoever.
Oh, really?
The whole face is just like. And I always ask, "Can you do my video?" He's like, "No." But in the end, he will do it.
So
Does he,
basically, you're trying to say you have hold him as a hostage.
Yeah, if you see him at the
It
gigs,
sounds
then-
like a follower in Skyrim.
yeah. he has heard my jokes for more than 100 times.
Fair
so-
enough.
Yeah, but
But he's still coming. That's
good.
But
lovely.
I don't get it. Like his actions are supportive,
Yeah.
but his attitude is not.
Maybe
Yeah,
he's
his
just
attitude's not-
expressive. He's
you
just
can't
not
give him
expressive.
shit.
He
Like,
just doesn't know how to express
Why?
the
I don't
emotion.
understand why he makes things harder for himself.
I see.
Because when he says no, I get pissed off. I be like, "Bah, bah, bah, bah," right? And he end up doing it.
Yeah.
It's
Anyway.
and then I don't really thank him for doing that.
Okay.
Because he already pissed me off before this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he think he's funnier than you, or does he admit you're funnier? Because I just asked this because every girl I've dated and told them I do comedy,
Yeah.
they always think they're funnier than me.
I love about one thing I love about him is whatever I say, we both have good laughs together.
Yeah, that's good. That's really
Then
good.
whatever he say, I do the same, right? But
Yeah.
I think we just connect in terms of
Yeah.
sense of humor.
Yeah.
But he does think he's very funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's thinking I'm doing this like a craft, like work already, but
Yeah.
he's naturally funny.
Oh, that's what
this
everyone
guy,
thinks
yeah,
until
they
they
do
start.
that.
Yeah,
And I
'cause-
said, you go on stage then. He's
Yeah.
like, no, my funny is not designed for stage. I'm a funny person. You are,
No,
you are an act.
yeah, but it's like that's what every person thinks. Every person thinks to a certain extent they are funny, you know.
I
like
hate
it's-
that, when someone who hasn't done it and they're like, "Oh, you should try this." Though.
shut
Or like, yeah,
Yeah. I think he's sensible enough to not really say too much about my material, but
Yeah.
but he does
Sensible
feel-
enough. That's the
Sensible.
most threatening line. I was like, you're sensible
Sensible
enough
enough, yeah.
to not have even
Yeah.
question my material.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's like, I'm just naturally funny. Like, you have to work on it. Like,
Yeah. Like, I have to write, I have to edit.
It's like
it just comes naturally to me.
It's like, I'm
every
fine.
partner of like a comic does that though.
Yeah.
Like,
It would be so good.
yeah,
It would be
same.
so good if I go on
Yeah.
stage and say my set about him, my family and stuff, and he can go like follow me on stage
Yeah.
and just come back at me.
yeah.
But he cannot do it.
Yeah.
He doesn't have,
Have you
that
ever-
balls.
If you have dated someone, have you ever convinced someone to do comedy? Because
Have I ever convinced someone? No, not really.
I
I've
have.
told some people they should give it a go.
nah, like if I have like if I've seen someone, I'm always like, yo, you should give it a shot. You're really funny, but I'm like, I don't mean it.
You just like,
You just
I'm just
impolite.
fucking with them. 'Cause they're like, I don't have jokes. Well, we can write together, and I'm just like saying like this will be like a fun experience, you know,
Yeah,
like just, like-
activity,
it's
yeah.
not like I actually mean it. Holy shit, you're gonna crush it on stage.
but
But
yeah,
like, I
it is
have
a
been in
vulnerable thing to do.
yeah.
So I think that's why it's like you have to want to do it. Like you can't just get told you should do it.
Yeah.
And then like a lot of people would be like, "Oh, I was told I was funny by my mates and should do it."
and then they bomb on
bomb.
stage,
Yeah.
and then they eat shit for 20 minutes, sometimes 6 minutes. I remember Josiah once. He just got on stage, and you know how he's just so funny naturally. He just got on stage like comedy fucking sucks. He just got on comedy fucking sucks because if you're an engineer, you need certain skills. If you're a doctor, you need to learn how to dissect bodies. If you're a comedian, all you need is your two dumb friends, and they tell you that you're funny and you should get on stage. Comedy fucking sucks, guys, and just fucking rant about that for 6 minutes straight. It was so funny.
So that's funny. But
Yeah, it's super funny, though.
that's the whole thing.
Yeah, it's like, but he just like the way he called out both the sides, like
Yeah.
doing comedy is shit, and then also like made fun, like that actually comedy, that's funny, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like writing jokes and performing is a thing, but for most of the people, majority of the people, going up on the stage is very, very scary, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. How did you
Well, it's
guys?
quite interesting because there's like quite a few types of people who do it. Like, there's types of people who like write out a bunch of stuff, have so much they think they can do, and then finally do it. Like they over prepare, or there's people, or you under prepare. Like I feel like I under prepared for when I did mine.
I sometimes
No,
have
but
both.
it's fine. Like I don't think there's any
It's just
like
type
the
A or
right
type
way.
B.
You just gotta do it. I think like you know, and you gotta. I
That's the
think,
biggest thing with some people is like they want to do it,
But it's
and
just
then
so like, oh, I don't know, man. I'm gonna fucking eat shit or something. They're just so scared to be on that stage and everything. Which
Yeah.
I get it. Like it's not easy for it. Like I've had people come up to me after shows and be like, bro,
you should quit. Happens to me all the time too, bro. It's quite common actually.
Oh, God, that's so. that happens all the time.
You don't listen to them, okay?
But I don't listen to people because I'm different. Okay, I'm in my emo phase right now. I don't care. Fuck the world.
Yeah,
I'm
a
still gonna do
certain
it.
level of narcissism works.
Yes.
You need to be a little
Yeah, we need
narcissistic for
to be
this.
that. Yeah.
No,
So?
no, but they were actually like I've heard a bunch of people saying, bro, I don't know how you get on that stage. I'll kill myself before getting on that stage. I'm like, bro, I mean, I
It's a
don't.
big fear for people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Like people.
Scientifically, right?
Yeah, scientifically. Even then, like I think really social people too
Yeah.
actually struggle a lot. Although, I mean, they'd probably be alright at public speaking, but they're a lot more scared of it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very, very different. I think
Because it's
in-
like I think the thing where in in your head you're like, oh, everyone's watching me, oh shit, I'm doing bad. It's just too much in your head. That I think that's what kills you. Like,
yeah, like a lot of advice we get about life, about pursuit of happiness, like you should just be yourself and don't really mind other people's judgment on you, their view on you, and yet we go on the stage and we invite people to judge us, and that kind of like that contradictory. Yeah,
it's quite contradictory.
Yeah,
I do find that a funny thing, that like it's almost like if you're very charismatic, it's almost like you got more to lose. Going up on stage, like
I never thought about that way.
You have like kind of like a high expectation set up for yourself.
Well, it's because it's like I know how to interact socially with people in person and stuff, and then it's like learning a complete new skill set where it's like a lot of like, especially open mic comedians are more socially awkward people, to put it politely.
Yeah, I mean,
and so they're like less
that's why they just drank before just getting on that stage.
Yeah,
I've had a bunch of like.
What's why like celebrities struggle to get into doing stand up because everyone already knows them, you know.
That's why when you see like a huge celebrity doing stand-up, it's more like they're just bragging about their lifestyle more than jokes. Like, hey, hello, I'm here. Ha ha ha, laugh track. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, it's very yes. I don't know, like what's a sweet spot for a level of comedian we would rather watch. Like very successful one. Sometimes you just feel like. They didn't even
How'd you
write
get the
good
success?
Jokes. Yeah, I've been to stadium like watching OG. I don't want to mention the name, but I got so disappointed.
Yeah, no, it's hard.
That person
I think
drunk.
I know who you're talking about, but I think also that's another thing. Comedy shouldn't be in a stadium.
I don't think it works in a stadium.
It doesn't, and especially if you're not in the front, you're just gonna hate it.
Oh yeah, I hate not being in the front.
I mean, like the best
because
set.
you're all the
Always
way
by
there.
VIPs.
Like you're there, literally you're there, and the person is just on the stage. You can see him on the screen, but it just doesn't feel.
It's like you're watching like Netflix with extra steps.
That's
yeah,
what it is.
Yeah. You probably have just a live audience after it, but sometimes you just feel like, I spent $200 for this. Yeah. Back to the stage thing. I think I'm normally a sociable person.
Yeah.
And
well, you can
have
be from any
experience of public speech, and at work I also talk, right? But the first time I was on the classic stage, my heartbeat was 160.
Fuck, you were measuring.
I have. I
think mine might have been 200 when I went up
I
there.
was like, did I just die a little?
I think that was the same with me.
So
like
scary.
my first time was at Red Bar. First time, and I remember I had my phone in my hand. I was like, I'm gonna just do the audio recording. But as soon as the MC mentioned my name, I just got so fucking blanked out. I just got on stage with with this. I hold the mic and the phone in the same hand. That's how scared I was. And I just kept on doing, but it was good. But like I wish I had recorded that, like, 'cause it's a pretty good memory for me. But I remember like the first time I experienced like I was like, oh, I'm gonna die right now. I'm gonna fucking die.
Yeah.
But
and it's hard to know where to. I guess you just got to start anywhere.
Yeah.
I always like
want to start.
get conflicted on what's. I think the classic's a better way to start.
Yeah.
Like because people are more.
Supportive, and they're
supportive
like,
of it rather than
we'll
a bar.
help you. It's
like
okay.
a bar for your first time. I remember doing the classic and then doing a bar, and the difference.
Yeah.
Like you don't get pity laughs at a bar. Like.
Oh yeah, easy. Like, 'cause there's like that's what I told you after my first gig. I was like, I'm gonna drop my 2 weeks notice soon. This is what I'm following. This is my dream now. And I was like, oh shit, no. And then I remember I did like an open mic. Like that was my third gig or something. I ate shit for 10 minutes and I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna. Oh shit, I should quit.
Eating shit and running the light.
Oh, fuck.
How did you do
And that was the first time someone was like, you should quit. I was like, yeah, you're right, brother. You're right, man. You should quit.
I'll quit in 5 years if I don't get on TV.
Yeah.
YouTube counts as TV now. I upload myself.
I just upload my clip that no one watches.
Yeah, I think starting from Tauranga has actually helped me. Like when the first time I came to Auckland to a gig in Classic, I was nervous, but the feeling is like, oh, this crowd is actually very comedy educated, very warm, very very open minded. The worst I've done.
Comedy educated's a funny term.
Educated,
They've been to school.
Yeah. You need to be smart enough to understand a good joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not laughing at me, I'm judging you. Like the worst one I experienced.
Good way to look at it.
Yeah. Mata.
Mata.
Oh, the one in the theater, the movie theater, right?
No,
that's-
it was I think we went there just to run an open mic, and Danny, one of the comedians in Tonga, we just went there and set up in a bar restaurant.
The bar didn't even know it was happening.
And we were just right in front of the bar, and the staff has to pass us all the time. We were performing to this half of the room, and they have a very weird divide here. Then the other side of the room is like a wine club, and they're doing
Wine club.
wine and dine tasting.
Yeah.
There's a long table dinner. They're enjoying themselves, and we really want to tell them to shut up.
Yeah.
But how could we?
Yeah, no,
It's
the problem with gigs at bars is it's like people are just going to be talking and stuff. Like you've got to fight over the noise.
okay. So my important question is, guys, what's your worst bomb ever?
Worst bomb.
Let's talk about our sad moments together.
Well, my question back to you is, if you don't feel sad,
Oh no,
Like,
I
how
feel
do
sad
you-
24/7. That's a different topic.
like maybe I'm in a really happy place at the moment
Yeah.
in terms of comedy, my life and my work. I slept enough
Yeah.
recently. I'm happy, but I don't really remember those sad moments. So yeah,
The
everybody.
bombs that suck are the ones where it's like you're confident before. You know, like how you're saying you did a gig the one night before,
The second
and you go
night
the
is
next
like
night and you're like kind of
not
cocky.
not good
And
enough.
you just get humbled.
Yeah, definitely. But those ones are like, for me, it's like not good enough for myself. So I felt a little bit disappointed in myself.
I find bombing at the classic really tough. Like,
Because that's the worst
That's the
bomb.
one
Because
where
the
you-
room is designed in a way when the bomb feels in your soul. Like
well,
it's
it's also like
hit you.
it feels like it should be the easiest. So it's like
Yeah.
Not always,
Yeah,
not
not
always,
always.
right? I think now that I think back, the worst bomb was the second Yo Show bilingual show. But it was designed for speed dating.
where you're doing jokes while people are speed dating.
And it was not even bilingual. I think it was Chinese only. So Chinese young people come for speed dating, and
Well, that's the best thing I've heard so far.
very fresh, new Chinese comics go up and
Yeah.
telling jokes in Chinese, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we try to be funny, but sometimes when you're so fresh, you try to be funny in a really gross or
Yeah.
sexual way.
Because it very like
Then young people that dressed up, they look really nice and they
Yeah.
want to impress each other. They don't want to laugh at your dumb jokes.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like so
It's almost
hard.
like doing comedy at unis is quite hard.
Oh, we did.
I've had some tough
We
ones.
did uni like in the classroom.
We've done like 2 shows here, and one at UA. I think UA was worse.
Oh, fuck.
That was
That was like so bad. So there was like this O week at UOA. At they have their own bar called Shadow Bar, and this guy, he was a student there, and he basically just said, "Hey, I'm looking for a bunch of people to do this O week comedy night." We're like, "Yeah, fuck yeah!" This was like right after COVID when things were getting a little better or something.
I
Like
think I got COVID right after this gig too for like the first time.
I think same.
Because you feel weak.
It's like we just got out of lockdown and then suddenly
Like, it was
people
still
were
like they
getting
were-
COVID again because it was like
There was still some restrictions and all, but like you had to have social distancing in the table, whatever. And we got on, and it was the worst thing. That guy just got on stage and he just made some homophobic and like racist jokes, and he then called me straight up. And like one homophobic and one racist joke, and he's like, "All right, we're gonna bring our first stand." What the fuck? And it's like bunch of like uni students. They hated him already. They're like, "Fuck you."
He was an
it's
MC.
funny.
Yeah, and then you know what's the weird part? He's the MC, and then at the end he introduced himself to do a set as well.
Oh,
He's like,
Like let us warm them up.
he's like, "Hi, I'm back."
oh.
Oh, bro, one of the most mortifying things ever is I was dating this girl, and then I realized like a month or something in, the first time she actually saw me was doing comedy at Vespa where I was bombing. So she saw me bomb at
And then
Vespa.
she still went out with you. That's good.
Yeah, later on. She might not have clicked the dots until later.
Oh, like how do you guys handle this? Like you guys are younger than me.
Yeah.
Then when you are doing comedy already, then when you meet new potential partner or new dates, how do you
Yeah, it's an
introduce
interesting
yourself
one.
at this part of your life?
I tell them
what's
because
the
it's
reactions?
like
Yeah.
it is a part of my life, and I just tell them, yeah. But I'm not like
People have
I'm a
different.
comedian.
Yeah, I'm not like too like yeah.
Oh, you don't make it your whole thing.
Yeah, I don't make my whole thing. but
As I was
tell-
saying,
That's nice.
they'll tease you a bit for it.
Oh,
Ah, they do. Yeah.
There was always a bit of teasing where it's like,
Yeah, you're not even funny.
it's like,
yeah,
well,
I know.
no, it's like, you should say this. It's like, or they make you laugh. It's
Oh,
like, see, I can
has
do
it
comedy
happened
too.
to you? Like they're like, oh, don't talk about this on stage. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna talk about how you were hated as a child or something, you know.
Or you should use this.
Oh,
It's even more precious.
Yeah,
like, you
yeah.
should use that on stage.
nope.
Yeah. Which one is worse? Like, oh, you should use this, or do not use this.
I think you should
It's so
use this as
funny.
worse because then there's pressure and you got to explain why. It's like, oh, I mean, that was funny in the moment.
Yeah,
but-
it's a conversation, not like a
Yeah.
stage thing. Like, have you? I mean, you when you started, you already were you were married, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So it was.
when
But
have
then
you?
again, like a lot of my best bits has come from like making my
From a
girlfriend
partner.
laugh, like
Oh,
through
right.
conversation, then trying to reword it.
Yeah, I mean, you can. It's not
stage.
like you can't, but it's
Yeah.
like
But it's
when
also
there's
like when
tell
someone
you,
tells you like you have to do this joke. It's like
No.
I'll do whatever jokes I
It's not,
want to do.
it's
Yeah.
not even a joke.
Also, like it's like the joke would be like a 5 minute, like 10-minute conversation. Oh, do this joke? No, bro. Like,
The worst was I told my friend.
yeah.
She said something funny or something. I was like, I might use that on stage.
Mm.
And now she always says I tell her jokes on stage. I never told that joke on
Oh.
stage.
Oh.
I never even did the joke. And it's like,
They take that
she's
credit.
like, oh, all your material's me. I'm like, fuck off.
Oh.
Fuck off. They take that credit like, oh, you know, I helped this guy, by the way, to get on that stage.
I'm his ghostwriter. I know. To be fair, though, like Grace, my girlfriend, is kind of my ghostwriter because there was some jokes where she's like,
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah,
said some
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I just talk to myself all the time, so I just get material out of that. I just talk to myself.
Mudit's launching his own solo podcast. Mudit Forts.
I legit, I'm not making this up. Like sometimes when I'm like out, like on a walk or whatever, like even at work, I'll just put on my earphones and I'm just not listening to anything. I'm just talking to myself. But it just makes me.
We might need to put you in asylum, bro. Like,
No, but I pretend I'm talking to someone.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
I was
true,
gonna
yeah.
say you
But
can talk- you
basically,
pretend, yeah.
I'm just getting that. Basically, it's like.
I mean, it's a good drill to do. It just
Yeah, it's like
feels
so that
like
I don't
you're
look like a
insane.
psychopath. But
Yeah.
the thing is that sometimes because I'm so used to this, getting used to this habit, sometimes I forget to put my headphones and I'm just talking to myself, and I'm like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
people are gonna believe I'm schizophrenic or something.
It's actually very helpful, like in terms of if you don't have time to sit down and writing all the time, and you
Yeah.
just
Oh yeah, I
talk to
do that
yourself
all the
and
time. I just put
record
on my
that.
headphones and I just talk to myself, and like basically I'm telling people, oh, I'm on a call. No, I'm not with anyone.
There's some thoughts in your head. It seems funny when you actually say it out loud.
Yeah.
It's not,
Yeah, that
or
helps
it's
a
not
lot.
formed in a way.
I'll do that in the shower, like
Oh yeah.
try and do jokes to myself. Or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Practice, yeah, anytime. Oh, this is so technical.
I know
Yeah,
it's quite
it's so
technical
technical.
podcast.
No.
So what's our listeners of this show like? Are they comedians or are they your friends?
They
and
are
My
family?
mate, Zane.
They wanna-
And,
yeah,
There
I know
are
what's
people
going on.
who have given up on life.
we know them all by name. There's Zane.
Oh,
There's
first name
Mudit's
basis.
mum.
Are you
There's the
kidding?
guest who was on the podcast.
Oh yeah. The
There's
guest
us.
is always.
No, but-
listen, how do I sound?
I mean, this is the first time we have talked about comedy this long, honestly. We usually
really?
just talk about dumb shit all the time.
Oh, and I know why, because we just don't have any other crossover of life.
Oh, you know?
Yeah, a lot of the time where we bring like some other male comic on and then we just start talking about porn for half an hour.
Or like what game you play. I'd be like,
No,
I got
what's
that.
your
Like,
algorithm?
just
yeah.
pretty random shit sometimes. It's like whatever we observe. You know what I observed yesterday?
Yeah.
I took the bus because I'm too rich. And I took the bus. And
This is expensive.
It's
It
so
is expensive.
expensive
Every day
now.
I
It's like I
spend
gotta be
$10
rich to
on
catch
the
the bus now.
nah, so I took the bus, right? And there was like four, like, I would say, like, I think they were like teenagers or whatever, like white dudes, went back all the way in the back seat and just started saying the most racial slurs. Like saying the N word, just saying all whatever the racial slurs that come, and talking in the most ghetto language, like, what's up, G? Like, wait, what's going on? One of them was a ginger. I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? And then, like, you know, like when kids act tough and all, like, oh, I'm gonna fuck you up. And then they got off on the at this one stop, and then they went to Krispy Kreme, and I'm like, That's the most opposite thing, being the toughest guy and getting up and buying Krispy Kreme donuts.
If I was a seasoned criminal, I'd always avoid donut shops. That's where you're going to run into a cop that recognizes you.
Maybe there was
exactly.
Maybe
That's where
they were just like practicing, in practice cops or something, like being racist and then buying donuts.
Can't be going to the donut store if you're a criminal.
And they all had those like the over the sling bags and like had the mullet and like they were dressed up gangster with chains and all. And
It's
then
like pants halfway down.
yeah, and then they got off at Krispy Kreme. Like, come on.
Well, they need to eat too.
But Krispy Kreme, go to fucking real shit like, I don't know, kebabs.
Like what? Like
Kebabs.
what should gangsters eat?
Do you like talking to people on the bus?
No.
Like, even like your friend or something?
Yeah, if it's a friend, then because it's
Oh,
just
like the way you ask is like, oh,
Yeah.
I go out
Hey,
there,
I'm
hey,
strangers.
stranger, hey, let's
No.
My
talk.
girlfriend's done that before. She just starts talking to random people on the...
Oh, like in what way? Like in what context?
I know, I think someone started a conversation with her.
so that's just
And then got a number, and now they're on a date. And imagine like approaching people on buses for romantic interest.
the funny part is if you get rejected, it's kind of awkward because you can't go far
I
from
hate
it.
when you're on the
Just
bus
go to the
and it's like there's heaps of empty seats.
Yeah.
And someone comes and sits next to you.
Nah, that has never happened to me.
Bro, I had that happen with me, and it was like a high school girl. And I was like, this just feels wrong. I feel so...
Yeah.
Why she's just trying to make a move.
I don't think she was making a move. She just came in, like there's heaps of seats, and then just sat next to
But
me. But
was
then
it-
I'm like, this looks sus as.
What is it? Was it completely empty?
Like pretty empty. Like there was heaps of free seats.
So that's like, I think she was trying to make a move. Like, I
I don't
think
know.
so.
Yeah,
It was
I
just
think-
weird. I was like...
Why would she sit right next to you?
Why
Think
do you-
about
That's
as
what
a
I was
girl.
thinking.
Yeah, as a girl especially.
I think
yeah.
that she was trying to make a move straight up. I think.
Yeah.
Like,
It's the way to make guys feel
Like
uncomfortable.
I had moments like when the bus is almost full and you go to a major, you
you
stop
put
at
a-
a major stop.
Do you put a bag up?
Oh, no,
Stop
of course,
people
like,
sitting-
I'm
yeah.
very considerate. I put
Yeah,
my
yeah.
bag with myself. And when you see a lot of new passengers coming up, right, then you're checking, like, oh, there's no, like, limited seats available. Who's going to sit next to me? Not this one, not this one. And then you see a very good-looking, clean, tidy girl. I think I can pick her. Like, if she sits next to me, I'm happy. Not the next one, next one. No, please sit next to me. Yeah.
I know.
Then she sits with me. And that's the best moment.
I know, but it's like, yeah, when it's a bus and there's, heaps of those people coming on and you take your bag down, it does kind of hurt my feelings if I'm the one person no one sits next to. I'm like, what, really?
I got
What's wrong with me? Why is everyone else sitting somewhere else?
Right.
Probably
Yeah,
just
yeah.
looks
You're
scary.
like, why?
No, it's literally
Why not
happened
me?
the other day. I'm like,
So what do you
you'd
want?
rather stand?
What do you really want? People picked you or people not
I
picking
don't know,
you? You're just
um,
complaining?
I'm just insecure either way.
I just try, like, if it's like kind of packed or something, and if like there's an empty seat but there's a woman, I just avoid it because I don't want to make her feel
It's funny,
uncomfortable.
there's like a
Right,
weird code on buses.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like
like, I
guys
don't-
will always go sit next to another guy
Yeah.
and girls will
Yeah.
always go sit next to
Because I don't want to make her feel uncomfortable.
Well, you don't want to trap a girl in.
But
either,
sometimes
like-
if a hot person sit next to you, will you be happy?
No.
Grace
So
listens
let's
to
be
this
honest.
podcast, so I would tell him my girlfriend listens, so no.
Yeah, I have been like, oh, that's a hot
This
person,
one
yay.
time, I had the same experience as you. Like, so
Yeah.
during uni times when like you take the bus and like it will be like 3:30 or something, all the school kids will get out, and you're just sitting, and then some school kids right next to you, like, what the fuck? This is so weird. I want to get the fuck out of this bus because it's full of school kids, right? At
Yeah,
this point.
yeah.
And
a
it's like
school
they're
bus.
they're yelling out, they're throwing things at each other, just beating the fuck out of each other. You're like, I want to get up. I'm feeling really uncomfortable
Yeah.
right now.
Oh, it's the worst when you're on a bus in the morning and all the school kids are around.
Oh,
it.
right.
It drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Like it's like, and I'm scared of school kids for some reason. Like bunch of people can just
Because you can't hit them back.
Yeah,
Oh, I can.
Yeah, you could probably
You
get
can.
away with it.
If I have to.
yeah, you can. But if we do, I'm fucked, bro. I'm like, and also like school kids are tough nowadays. So
Yeah, like a 12-year-old.
it's not gonna work like the
just
movies.
busy.
You punch someone and then
Oh, yeah,
they're gonna
there's-
be like just waiting for you to.
Yeah.
Some school kid that's bigger than you, that's like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, yeah, I should go on the ride and with like kid reach, you know.
It's funny though, I find with planes, you do often end up talking to
No.
strangers, really.
Nah, I just say,
I've
hey,
had quite a few
stay in your
conversations.
zone. This is my aisle seat. Fucking stay there. And if you want to pee
I was
in the
wondering-
Do
box,
you think it's like a rom-com movies give
Not
people
really.
this kind of like wrong idea of
I think
oh,
with
you
a
can
plane, It's just a longer trip, so people end up
Sometimes not.
talking.
No,
Oh no, I got on this one flight once, and the guy's like, "Oh, so why are you going to Rotorua? The plane was to Nelson." He was doing a joke on me. So I was like, "Wait, what?"
Oh, that's
Quite a funny break.
That's-
Like,
that's
so why are you going to?
How funny.
That's
Dad,
where
stop.
Connor got inspiration to do comedy.
That was such
Stop,
a dad
Dad.
joke. No, he was a good guy to chat to. That was kind of like an older dude. And then one time I was talking to, another time I got a flight, I was talking to this, it's weird, they were like part of like the Latter-day Saints or something. Like they were coming over to do a mission.
Oh,
You know, like the
right.
super Christian people?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And that was quite interesting to talk to someone who's...
Because they're super nice.
Oh no, well he was nice, because sometimes they're quite like converty or...
Yeah.
But it
You
was
believe
just
in
kind
God? Why? Why not?
But he was like a 17-year-old coming to a new... I think he was Mormon, coming to a new country to do the...
The church. Yeah.
They
the-
get like sent on like a 2-year mission
Oh, wow.
to like work for the church kind of thing and do...
I haven't had chat, but this one time, me and my mates, we were going to Queenstown, and on the flight there were like these. I think it was a group of friends. They were like doing like a bachelorette or something, and they were already kind of tipsy. So I was like, "Hey, by the way, so this is a plan. As soon as we land, we're gonna clap. Are you in?" They're like, "Yeah." And then I was the only one who clapped.
He got set up. That's another funny
But that
break.
was so funny. Like all the people in the. Oh no, my mate did with me, but like all the other people were like, "This fucking guy's dumb as fuck."
That's a pretty good setup.
First time taking a flight or something. This fucking peasant. And
Okay, when it lands,
this-
we're all gonna clap.
And,
right?
and the funny part was because they were like talking the entire time during the flight, but as soon as the plane landed, they were like completely quiet. They set me up like they were like, "We're gonna let this content do his thing."
Oh.
Oh god, that was funny. But
This
yeah,
is another question. Do you ever have like walking through the city, you got your earphones or something and you let out a fart and you're like, fuck, was that loud? Or
yeah,
not like
yeah.
being at traffic lights,
I
let out a
don't-
fart, but it's like you have no idea if that was loud or not.
What are you
And you're
talking
like,
about?
shit.
I don't fart.
Fair enough,
I
this is
do.
pretty-
I don't care now even nowadays.
true.
Yeah, I think it comes with age, and I'm very comfortable now. Like whatever.
I think that's
Even
where-
then, you drop a like stinky one. It's like a bit
I'm
of shame.
especially like
Yeah.
proud of those because my farts are like normally not loud
Yeah.
and
Silent.
but stinky.
Oh, really? That's a good one there.
Yeah, like my partner, we used like not used to it. Normally, like he scares me with his farts.
It's just super loud.
Super loud. Like when you get
You're
married.
falling asleep.
Before
someone-
you get married, you don't realize he has that ability. Yeah, and he's like sometimes in the night
Yeah.
he can wake himself up by his
when your
own
partner
farts.
farts in their sleep.
Yeah, but I'd be like sneaky, nothing happened, nobody knows, and all of a sudden, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Is there a
like
gas leak here? Like, did the sewage line break? What's going
Yeah, so
on?
I think yeah, we each have our own special skill.
Yeah.
yeah. I think that's the time when like we are comfortable with each other. We just like I think it starts from like the first comfort step is, do I snore at night? No, you don't. And then you get comfortable with the snoring, and then when the fart thing comes, it's there. It's there.
Yeah, it's like a 6-month relationship versus a 2-year relationship where it's like, I don't mind your snoring, and then 2 years later you're like, shut the fuck up. You hit him to wake him up so you can fall
Yeah,
asleep.
after 4 years, you're gonna like
Yeah.
separate the bedroom.
Separate bedroom.
Yeah,
I've
that's the thing for middle-aged couple.
I think I've heard about it, and I've heard like some people say it's not healthy. I think it's fine. Like if you sleep in different
no, a
beds.
lot of
like-
Oh, it's
do that.
healthy. You get a way better sleep.
Yeah, you
Like,
can't
everybody's
like,
busy
Like,
at
I don't
work.
get it. Like why it's not healthy. Like there's no like scientific reason after marriage you
Yeah,
can't.
you're not holding hands all the time when you're
Yeah.
sleeping, right? Like, oh, what
True.
about our physical intimacy? Like, make up like appointment, send it to my calendar. Oh, we do it tonight,
That
8
was good.
p.m.
You do get a point in the relationship. It's like, okay, we're gonna start putting things in the, the
Yeah,
calendar.
I'm busy. Yeah, everybody's busy. Yeah,
Yeah, I got shit to do.
yeah. Don't call
I gotta
me
watch the
whenever you
new
want.
Mr. Beast video. Shut up. I gotta watch.
Did you watch Beast Games in the end?
Nah, I haven't seen that, bro.
Have you heard of Beast Games?
What's that?
So Mr. Beast, do you know who
Mr.
Mr. Beast is?
I only know Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
No, Mr. Beast.
Similar kind of thing. That's
Nah,
like,
it's two opposites. So Mr. Beast is this like really famous YouTuber among kids, and he basically does like live,
What type of kids you're talking about?
from age
just
of
kids who watch YouTube.
YouTube like 4 to 12. Yeah,
Oh,
like that's his
like real
major
kids.
fan base.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
he's
okay.
pretty he's like the
But it's
most subscribed
weird.
YouTuber and
Why
everything.
do you guys know this?
Just 'cause,
we have I hang out with my nephew all the time, so I know him.
Oh, okay.
Well, I never really watched his stuff, and then you find out about it. But what's really insane is how sadistic his content is.
It's like scientific.
No, sadistic. Like,
Sorry.
evil.
it's like he's
Okay,
doing
statistics,
borderline fucking like
So basically, he does like
social experiments to drive people. Like, I watched one video of his that he did.
Yeah.
The audience is for kids and stuff, and it's this guide like, how long can you live in a grocery store? And he gets like $10,000 each day. But bro, it got so like you watch this person just like wither down to the point because they couldn't leave the grocery store, and they're making 10,000 a day, and it's like almost an endurance thing. But at one point, he cuts out the electricity for the place, so there's no lights and stuff inside. So the only light he gets is when he opens up a garage door, and some of the sunshine comes
So basically,
in.
it's like testing. It's like a live game you're playing. So that's what his YouTube channel is all about. Like he did the Squid Games live again. Like he made that thing. So if you check it out, you'll know what I'm saying. But he's like the most subscribed.
But he made
YouTuber.
this. He made this game show basically based off Squid Games, but with money.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like you gotta like do things like you gotta probably like like what do you say, betray someone like a team member or something to make
so-
money. Like it's like it gets worse. So that's
Because everyone's there because they want to win $5 million, but it starts out with 1,000 people, which is massive for a reality like a cast like for reality shows at the start might be a max of 30 people, and even then that's a big one.
yeah.
He had 1,000 people, so it's just like getting rid of people, constantly brutal, not brutal, but like.
In a
It
way,
was
he does
kinda
take
brutal.
to the extreme. Like you don't see, like you probably are like, oh, that's probably like the last thing he's gonna do. But then he's like, oh, I'm gonna
He
introduce.
like got people like one of the most brutal games in it is he got people to pair up in like a group of 3 to do like a sack race for a prize, and then after that he told them, all right, so now you're gonna all have to go in a box together, and one of you is leaving the games.
You know
It's
what's
just
funny?
like people crying. So much
I'm
in
very
this show.
interested.
You know
You
what's
should
funny?
watch it.
You know, it's interesting. I think
It's
Summer
just
is
people
just.
suffering,
I think Summer is just like all kids are dumb as fuck nowadays.
and everyone in this is like desperate for money.
I
like,
try not to judge, but I just.
And you know
feel
what?
it's
People
very
watch this shit
different-
with their
very
families.
different
Actually,
ones,
I've
yeah.
seen like
I've
people,
never-
kids watch this shit with their family. Mom, look. Like it's legit like a thing which.
I thought kids are into like Bluey and Wiggles.
the Wiggles.
Wiggles.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like kid stuff. I guess they are, but this is
Cartoons,
kind of like more
so-
like.
This is changing. Like YouTube has basically taken over like cartoons and shit at this
It's just
point.
funny
like-
because you don't realize, like, because it's the things your kids like watch. I mean, I don't have kids, but
Have
it's
you
like.
heard
I'm
about?
so happy I don't have kids. I don't have to keep up
Have
with
you
their
heard
shit.
about Bop House? Do you know the term
No.
Bop? So Bop House is basically like
BOP?
yeah. So you know like there was a thing called like TikTokers living in the same house basically and
Oh,
making
yeah.
content. So Bop House is like basically OnlyFans girls living in the same house. And but I realized the way they do the
That
marketing.
house would smell. A house where everyone's filming porn constantly, like just smell a cum.
It's fuck. But the thing they're doing is the way they're marketing is like they're targeting like teenage girls by basically saying if you do this as soon as you turn 18 you're gonna make millions and everything.
Yeah, it's a
'Cause
Ponzi scheme.
it's fucked up what you're like, and even like I see like that shit going on the kids feeds as well. Like the algorithm is fucked on your kids feed.
How long until we get like a?
That's why I don't want to have kids.
How long until
So
we
they
get
don't
like
need
a female Andrew Tate who's selling a course on how to be successful OnlyFans kind of?
Well, that's what
How
they're
long
doing.
is that? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah,
So-
that's basically like not they don't sell courses, but like the way
But
they
they
promote,
will.
to do the marketing and everything. Like it's like, oh, you know, don't go to college. Just as soon as you turn 18, just like you're gonna make this much money and everything. They have kind of like got people into it. It's like,
Yeah.
and it's like, cause if you're a teenager, you barely don't know anything
So
what
do
going on.
kids pay for this course?
No, it's not a course. It's just content, but it's
but
promoting joining.
And
OnlyFans-
those people make
OnlyFans.
money out of
Yeah, so it's like a
ad,
pyramid
right?
scheme
Yeah.
Well,
thing
it's like
again. Like
that,
you
like-
take a percentage from that their OnlyFans. It's basically like that, you know, like.
It's probably like like the pimp kind of thing.
Yes.
Where you have
Oh,
like
yes.
you ever had a pimp? What's the name of your first pimp?
Brody Hunter. No.
I pimp Brody out.
But it becomes the same thing where it's like, yeah, encourage people to do this.
Oh, you
And then
guys,
you
you
gotta-
guys should talk to my mom.
Yeah.
To start what?
So that's the reason why I don't want to have kids.
Oh, so
It's like so much shit going on. Like,
Yeah.
like I can't.
I mean,
keep up, like,
yeah, it's like at one point you can't control whatever your kid's
Well, you
seeing.
just don't give them a laptop.
how can you let your school app? when
Yeah,
you're
that's
asking, oh,
easy
when
to
you
say, but like as soon
Oh,
as you have
yeah.
a kid, bro, you gotta give them an iPad to eat,
Yeah.
make them eat food. It's legit a thing nowadays. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, people are like so concerned about my kids are watching. I'm concerned about TikTok. It's just gonna kill my kid. I'm like, your kid knows everything. When you don't.
But when I think all the parents should be really honest. Like, think about when they were kids, right? When did they start to watch their first porn? Probably much later than kids nowadays.
I
but
think
but
some of
still
them probably
watch,
were
then you
fucking
grow,
before they
you
saw
grow up
porn.
okay. Most of
Yeah, I
us.
think that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like people were fucking at the young age. And
So what's worse, your kid watching porn or your kid fucking?
I think watching porn is worse because at least I'm fucking.
Just don't get pregnant.
Yeah, as long as you. I mean, but that's also the thing. Like, there's not a lot of safe sex happening back in the days.
I feel like, yeah, like used to be like the age people. Actually, maybe not. Because
Well,
I
it's
guess there was
like-
more religion back in the day.
Well, the
stuff
thing is
like
that when I hang out with my nephew, the other day he was like, "Do you know who P Diddy is?" I'm like, "How the fuck do you know about this situation?"
Well, it's everywhere, right?
Yeah, but it's like he knows in details. He's like, "Do you use baby oil?" I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Do you?
Yeah, he's probably the most famous baby oil.
But he knows what
What's
he's
the brand?
referring to. Like
Free
he's
marketing of that brand, right?
yeah, baby oil. Like
Yeah.
like he knows. Like so I'm saying, like your kid knows what's going on out there in the world. You know, like he's like, "Oh, you know, I don't listen to Drake anymore because he's a pedo." I'm like, "Whoa."
I don't listen to Drake because he wants to fuck me.
Certified.
It's funny. It's actually funny. Like a kid, like, no, I don't want
But
to.
look at that kid, like, nah, he won't. You're ugly.
Does he still talk to Millie B. Brown now that she is an adult?
But she's married now.
Oh, she married.
Yeah, she's married to her high school lover.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're
High school lover.
Lover.
That's a weird way
Like
to describe it.
high school. This is
Like,
my
is
lover.
her partner in high school? Like, you gotta describe this way.
well,
But lover is a good word.
lover.
Because everybody is calling everybody partner. You don't really know
Yeah.
what this partner means. Like business partner, life partner, whatever. Oh, this is my partner.
We just split the rent, so we are business
This is my
partners.
business
Yeah,
partner.
We
yeah.
split the rent.
It's funny, I can call my
Yeah.
girlfriend my roommate now.
Yeah, yeah, best way.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
come
My
on
fucking
in.
roommate's the worst. Right? Like,
She doesn't clean at all. Every time I'm doing the dishes, she's just not doing anything.
always nagging me. No.
You should watch Mr. Beast somewhere. It's fun. It's addicting. I'm not
Well,
even
it's-
kidding.
I wouldn't
Okay.
recommend it.
I
But,
think-
It's addicting. I'm not kidding. If you watch,
it's really weird. 'cause-
Okay, most
yeah, I
of us.
think that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like people were fucking at the young age. And that's-
So what's worse, your kid watching porn or your kid fucking?
I think watching porn is worse because at least I'm fucking.
Just don't get pregnant.
Yeah, as long as you. I mean, but that's also the thing. Like, there's not a lot of safe sex happening back in the days.
I feel like, yeah, like used to be like the age people. Actually, maybe not. Because
Well,
I
it's
guess there was
like-
more religion back in the day.
Well, the
stuff
thing
like
is that when I hang out with my nephew, the other day he was like, "Do you know who P Diddy is?" I'm like, "How the fuck do you know about this situation?"
Well, it's everywhere, right?
Yeah, but it's like he knows in details. He's like, "Do you use baby oil?" I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Do you?
Yeah, he's probably the most famous baby oil.
But he knows what
What's
he's
the brand?
referring to. Like
Free
he's
marketing of that brand, right?
yeah, baby oil. Like
Yeah.
like he knows. Like so I'm saying, like your kid knows what's going on out there in the world. You know, like he's like, "Oh, you know, I don't listen to Drake anymore because he's a pedo." I'm like, "Whoa."
I don't listen to Drake because he wants to fuck me.
Certified.
It's funny. It's actually funny. Like a kid, like, no, I don't want
But
to.
look at that kid, like, nah, he won't. You're ugly.
Does he still talk to Millie B. Brown now that she is an adult?
But she's married now.
Oh, she married.
Yeah, she's married to her high school lover.
Oh, that's nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're
High school lover.
Lover.
That's a weird way
Like
to describe it.
high school. This is
Like,
my
is
lover.
her partner in high school? Like, you gotta describe this way.
well,
But lover is a good word.
lover.
Because everybody is calling everybody partner. You don't really know
Yeah.
what this partner means. Like business partner, life partner, whatever. Oh, this is my partner.
we just split the rent, so we are business partners.
My business
Yeah,
partner.
We
yeah.
split the rent.
It's funny, I can call my
Yeah.
girlfriend my roommate now.
Yeah, best way.
Hey guys, come
My
on
fucking
in.
roommate's the worst. Though. Like,
She doesn't clean at all. Every time I'm doing the dishes, she's just not doing anything.
always nagging me. No.
You should watch Mr. Beast somewhere. It's fun. It's addicting. I'm not even kidding.
I
Okay.
wouldn't recommend it.
I would-
It's
I think-
addicting. I'm not kidding. If you watch,
It's really weird because it's like you're just watching people suffer, but it's almost like
How long is this content?
So it's
there's
like-
I think he did like 8 episodes or something,
How long is one episode?
like almost an hour.
I have to make it to like
oh,
to
you
my
can start with
calendar.
watch it, his YouTube videos. You can start with YouTube videos,
I'm
which
way
are
too
like
busy.
20 minutes or something. You'll get the idea. Like,
Well, he'll make like a
okay.
20-minute video, and it's some guy, like that guy in the supermarket. He lived there for 4 months.
Huh.
He's getting
really?
$10,000 a day. They made a
Yeah.
20-minute video out of it.
Okay.
well, that's the
I think
thing.
my phone will
He's
just-
kind of also like in a way like directly like marketing the kids. Like, oh, do
I know,
YouTube
I
and
feel
everything.
like his content's all like kind of preying on people who need money or are desperate for money, which is what makes it a bit weird.
To be honest, I'll do a Mr. Beast video, man. $10,000 a night.
yeah, but
fucking.
you're desperate for money. See, this is the.
Well, we all are like $10,000 a night.
How does he recruit those people? Like open
Um,
recruitment?
I think you.
Yeah, you just put a thing out.
He puts a thing out. He has a team and everything. You can send him the email or something, and then he chooses. Well, he's only 25, and he's like fucking
Oh, he's
making.
got to be older than 25.
Yeah, like something. He's not that like.
There's no way he's 25. He'd be like 30s now.
No. He looks older. He was.
Oh, and he just looks really old, bro. 'cause-
That's what.
He's not more than 30. I'm pretty sure. He's probably 25 or something. I know he looks old,
Oh,
but
let's Google this.
Mr. Beast age, he looks older.
You learn something new every day.
Oh, the world's fucked. So you're right. Having
No,
kids in
he's
this.
got the most sadistic smile. Like, he doesn't look human.
Oh yeah, when you.
Like, if you look at the way he smiles, or even just the way he interacts with people.
How old is he?
Oh, he's 26.
See, I told you he's not that old.
Fuck, he seems so much older, though. Like,
His eyes are weird.
His-
I think he might be a sociopath. I know, I'm not a massive fan.
he
of Mr.
he is,
Beast,
but because before he was like famous or something, what he used to do on YouTube was basically like count till 1 to 10,000 on something on a live stream. That's what he used to do on YouTube. He once made
I
a
reckon
video slapping himself for 10 hours straight. That's what shit he does. he did that shit. Like there's like 10 hours videos on YouTube about that.
I think he'll be the president of the United States one day.
Wow.
Once he's old enough to run.
Oh, but talking about United States.
Oh, we go into war with America.
I think Trump gave me a lot of confidence. It's,
Yeah.
The way he talks, it's like, oh, you don't really need to talk a lot of big words, but you can still do very important. You can get a
Connect
very
with
important
people with
title.
smaller words
Yeah,
you
because the
use.
other day
Yeah.
I was just listening to some kind of radio. There's some kind of executive order he did and
Yeah.
whatever, and journalists asking him, "Oh, how did that meeting go? How did that thing go?" And his comment was, "Very good."
Yeah.
Like, okay, I can handle those words. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Very
one of the
good.
funniest things I've seen from him, I think it was recent though. And it was like, I think he's trying to get rid of like daylight savings in America or something.
Why? Who
But it
cares
was
about
so
that?
funny. No, but his rationale was so funny. He's like, imagine you're in the hospital with your dying grandmother and you've got an hour left with her. And they turn the clock back, and now you've lost that hour with her. It's like, wait, bro, you realise it doesn't actually
Very
change
logical.
time.
Imagine.
The Democrats are stealing that hour from your loved one.
Let's blame it on China.
It's like I think his PR team is like, oh sir, this is a speech. Like fuck you, I'm just gonna get on stage and just gonna say whatever the fuck I want.
We are very strong. It's very
He just
good.
says whatever he wants, and everyone is just so happy about it, like how authentic he is. He's like, yeah, bro.
Was even like that Zelensky interview they did? They just fucking ambushed him.
You're now
But then-
winning this.
You're not even thankful.
Yeah,
It's just thank you.
But it's like, why is it got to be thankful to you? You didn't do shit. It was the last administration that gave them the support.
Also, like the way they insulted him. Why don't you have a suit? I'm like, bro, calm down, please.
Yeah, it's actually one of this U.S. team, whatever, one guy standing behind
Yeah,
asking.
so
but-
why are you not wearing a suit? He's like, oh, well, I'm waiting for the right day to wear
It's
it.
so funny how mad Trump was at the end, though, where the reporter's like, so what happens if Russia shoots a missile, and he's like, well, what do you mean with Russia shoots a missile? So what if a bomb drops from the sky, guys? Like he had a full-on spaz. Like he was so done. I was like,
at this point, like whatever happens in America, I'm like, yeah, it happens, and then I'm back to my work. Like it's just like
You kind of accept, right? The first time, you're like, what happened?
Bro,
the second time is like, we knew it's coming.
yeah.
his vice president too is like the most like little like it's hard to describe. It's like that mate that's like egging you on to get in a fight. You know?
You're not.
He touched you. He touched you.
Bro,
You're
you
not
gonna,
even
you
thankful
gonna let him
for our
talk like that to
president.
you, bro? Like,
Yeah.
it's
You're talking to our United States president like this.
It's like, why are you even talking, cunt? Why don't you go sit with the other vice president of Ukraine?
Yeah, he's like basically like, yo, you gonna let that slide, bro? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's literally like,
what the fuck?
bro, personally, if it was me, I wouldn't take that.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
like he came to our country and he's gonna say like that? The greatest country in the world?
he's like, don't let this Russian talk shit to you.
Sir, excuse me, sir, I'm Ukrainian. Yeah, same thing. Shut up. Same fucking thing. We are tired.
You will be Russian.
JD, you did a great job.
That's the best thing. You're gonna be Russian. It's funny, like sometimes. Again, it's coming back to my favorite topic, OnlyFans.
It does give you like, no, but it does give you confidence. Like, oh, I could be success.
Oh,
like seeing them.
Sorry, I thought you mean OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Give me
OnlyFans
confidence.
personally, ever since I started my account, it's just really given me confidence.
I think the
I feel
community would be
comfortable
very
in my
supportive,
body.
right?
Imagine how you do OnlyFans and you get like hate comments. You should quit. On OnlyFans. Is that worse than
That's the worst.
comedy?
If you started on OnlyFans and you fucking got 8 comments on that. I remember, like, no, but OnlyFans is like, I think I told about this, like, there's like this Ukrainian chick who
We always
basically.
end up talking about porn.
Yeah. So, welcome to Intrusive Talks.
That's your demographic.
No, but like, there's this Ukrainian chick who basically has an OnlyFans, and she basically just goes to like all the sites which have been destroyed, and she's like, subscribe to my OnlyFans. She is in Ukraine. She goes to all the places, monuments, and everything that have been destroyed by missiles, and say like, support me, subscribe to my OnlyFans.
So,
Oh, but she's not like doing stuff then. She's just.
No, she has an OnlyFans.
No,
Okay.
but like, you can have an OnlyFans and not do porn.
oh yeah, right.
I don't
It was
No,
weird. They had a
Yeah,
lot of
some-
comedy
some-
specials
yeah.
come out on OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, like, not talking about OnlyFans. Do you think it can be very good for marketing comedy?
What?
Like
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
It
Nah.
could. Depends if you're a hot girl, yeah.
Oh yeah, if you're a hot girl, you should put out your special on OnlyFans. You're gonna make money. Legit.
I have to be honest, right? We like talk
Have the
with
thumbnail picture of your toes.
we talk about OnlyFans, and but I've never really seen how it looks like because I don't have an account.
Well, the idea.
Pull it up.
No, I don't have it.
Do you have to pay? You have to pay.
Well, basically, how it works. Do you know like Patreon?
Yes.
It's the same thing as Patreon. It just
Okay.
got co-opted by porn creators.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense, because
Okay.
they didn't have like
Okay.
a
Yeah.
restriction on what you could put on it.
Ah.
So it's the same as Patreon, but that's why they were trying to get people to release comedy specials and stuff, because they were trying to get away.
Yeah, to dilute.
Because it's called OnlyFans, because it's meant to be like your fans supporting you,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and then it just ended up turning into like a whole porn.
So basically,
It
yeah.
really sucks. Like, imagine you're an entrepreneur and you're like, I'm gonna make a app where your fans can support you as you make independent content, and then you become like the CEO of a massive porn company. Like, no, this is what I was trying to do.
But yeah, that's not wrong. I mean, it's not wrong because they are still fans, right?
Yeah, they are fans.
They didn't define what type of fans.
Look
Like,
at
Yeah,
what happened with
exactly.
Bonnie Blue.
yeah.
Well, because they were talking about they were gonna ban porn on OnlyFans,
Which
and then
is-
they're like, well, you're gonna lose all your user base.
Oh yeah, like if that's banned, then it's fucked. Because no one's like actually supporting like the real. Like probably there's like 5 people who are supporting their favorite musicians or
Yeah.
something, but like most of them are just there for porn. Look at look what happened with Bonnie Blue. You know that thing.
Who's Bonnie? Oh, the
The UK chick with 1,000 men.
oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. This was
Wasn't that 100 guys? Or-
1,000.
Fuck.
It's like, but how do you do
for
that?
how long? Like
No,
how
so
often?
basically, I heard the Bad Friends podcast. They had
Yeah.
her on, and
really?
she basically like rented an entire big house, and basically you had to just show up in the line and just showed your ID, and she basically did like a record of being with 1,000 men in 12 hours.
Hold on.
Yes.
1,012
And she's mentioned-
hours.
We're doing maths now.
Yeah, and how on average?
She said
I
four
don't.
minutes.
I don't think they got to finish. It was like
I
they
think-
got to put like
Yeah.
their dick in, and then someone else got to come put their dick in.
Well, she said 40 seconds each guy, which is still like
720 minutes.
yeah.
1,000. That's
Jeez,
like
that's so much conversion right there.
like a beautiful minding.
I'm so impressed you're doing this in your head.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, okay.
But like,
My math is bad.
fuck
What-
the
what?
man at this point.
alright, let's get the Excel
7
sheet
minutes.
open.
Yeah.
But she said because of that now she has like 500,000 subscribers on OnlyFans.
It's like.
But who's
let's
paying to
say
watch? Like,
1
who
minute.
wants to watch that? Like,
I'm
so
still,
like,
I'm still in the numbers.
it's got to be like the same thing as Mr. Beast, where you just want to watch someone suffer. Like,
No, I think she basically made that entire thing into one video or something, and that's something you're watching. So it's like, oh yeah, babe, can we pull up the 20 minutes?
does she
53
get like?
seconds?
Does Guinness World Records recognize it, or like?
I don't know at this point, but it's like I don't know if it's true or not. But of course, all the guys had like all you had to do was just show your ID and just pull up. And it's like that's kind of fucking sad, bro.
Yeah.
And she's only 25, but she 1,000 is a lot. Like
Yeah, it's a
1,000
lot.
is like if I put 100 people right there, like there's too many people. Imagine 1,000. It's like
a lot of
you're
people,
just
man.
walking by the streets of London. You're like, oh, is this like a new restaurant or something?
Yeah, just queue, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
We're just tagged up for the new. She mentioned one thing.
Watch her get into comedy.
Oh, she's gonna crush.
Material you could do. Yeah, so on guy number 42, I thought maybe I made a mistake here.
She mentioned that one guy brought his own lunch and everything while waiting in the line.
Ah.
And there was
That's
this one guy who
dedication.
was like in the middle of the scene, and his mom came. She was like, "Okay, we gotta go."
What the fuck? Me and the parents. It's like, yeah, you got to bring your parents.
Ah.
Yeah, it's like so weird, man. What's going on? It's like,
Does she have parents?
yeah, she says she's supporting her parents and everything with financial, and her sister is like her manager. It's like keeping it in the family has a different meaning.
Okay.
I mean, as long as you support your parents,
Okay.
rock on.
Yeah.
Do her
I
parents support
appreciate.
her? though?
Yeah, fully.
Really?
They are like that's why she's like financially supporting her and everything.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys are showing me different layers of the whole world.
Oh, just you can see that. Just be on Instagram for 5 minutes. You'll see every dark shit out there.
I don't go.
People's algorithms are different, Mudit.
It's like when you talk to your female friend. Oh, did you saw that thing when the guy got crushed by the elephant?
see
She's
that
like,
thing?
what? No.
No, but have you seen that hippo that's really cute? And
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah.
And I saw that hippo like
hippo.
kicking that one person.
Okay, maybe not.
What's
what it's called.
that's the name of the hippo.
Like Mojo or something? Like,
I forgot
I
the name,
know.
but in Thailand, right?
Yeah, Thailand.
Yeah.
Mm, I
Did you
love
watch
that.
White Lotus?
No.
Oh, that's a good show.
On which network?
It's on
Network
Neon.
or it's a stream?
Yeah,
Oh.
Neon. But it's oh no, there was one of like the best rants I've seen on TV, like a main show. Because it's kind of like a dark comedy thing where the
Yeah,
whole
I get
premise
that.
of it is it's like these super rich people will go to a resort called the White Lotus. They're kind of based on like like one of those real fancy hotels slash resorts. But like each season it's a different country and
Oh yeah,
different
yeah.
characters.
I've heard of good reviews about that.
It was really funny in this one because it's based in Thailand now, and then there's this guy talking about how he had this sex addiction where it's like, yeah, I must have fucked thousands of girls, and then I started picking up lady boys, and I was fucking the lady boys, and then I thought one day, why don't I let the lady boys fuck me? So then I was letting the lady boys fuck me. And then I started dressing up as a lady boy, and I was looking for guys who looked like it was like such a fucking.
Well, that's what happens when you're too rich. You just don't know what to do. Like normal things are like boring for you.
Yeah.
He was just if he says he has been with 1,000, even if we say the real thing is like I don't know 500.
Yeah.
That's like too much sex at this point. Like you have had too much sex with different people.
Yeah.
You're like
Because you get bored, eh?
You're like bored. You're like nah, fuck it.
Got to try new things and fully switch to like.
Look at what happened.
And he's like, and anyway, so that's why I'm sober now.
and I've decided to give up everything in my life, and I'm gonna be on that spiritual run. With spiritual run, it means I still have millions of dollars in my bank account, but I'm gonna pretend that I'm a monk.
Yeah, there's something universal about if you are super rich and you really get bored of things,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, should we wrap it?
Yeah,
up?
should we wrap it now?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to plug your Comedy Fest show and your M Haha Grins and
Oh,
everything?
finally, I've been listening to Mr. Beast.
It's like,
Finally, the actual
I can get
moment
out of here.
that matters. No, it was good fun talking to you guys. Like I said, you learn like something new every day.
Just have 2-3 more episodes with us
my
and you're gonna be like,
algorithm
I'm
today,
bored.
going home, we could like Mr. Beast, OnlyFans, White
Blue.
Lotus.
will you be sus if your husband already knows about the 1,000
I think,
person
I
bill?
think he knows.
I think as a
Definitely,
guy, he knows about it.
He knows, and he definitely shared those weird videos like the
Yeah,
what,
yeah,
the elephant,
yeah,
like
yeah.
whatever.
Have you ever seen his group chat?
Oh, I know of it, but sometimes it's like, ew, what are you watching?
Yeah, it's like, so...
He had stage of,
Like-
come and check this out, and I'd be like, ew, yuck. But I don't.
You
I
should
don't
go
judge.
to prison.
Yeah.
Like
It's
I was like last month I was dating this chick and she was like, oh, you know what would be fun? I'll give you my phone, you give me your phone, and we just see each other's group chats. I'm like, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home.
We're over.
Because she showed me like cute videos, like her girls are like, oh, you're the best, and like
Yeah.
just like cute videos. And then my first
Yeah.
video is Elon Musk doing the Nazi salute.
Mine is just all capybara and cats.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and mine is like just all the wild shit. Like all the guys are just like saying the most wildest shit.
And
Like,
that's why I don't want my partner to promote my show in his group chat with the dudes.
Yeah.
Like, imagine all the content, and in the middle of it, it's my poster.
Yeah.
you know what's funny?
wrong.
Okay, so
It's
this
wrong.
is like a photo of me and my mom from 2003,
it's
right?
lovely.
So I send it to like my
You
friends.
used to be white.
Yeah. I used to be really white as fuck. That's what everyone told me. I was white. I was one of you, bro. It's like
Got a tan. Went to the beach.
Had too much soy sauce. Hey, it's a real thing. Like,
Really?
no. It's
No
some Asian girls talk about you want to be beautiful, and fair skin is admired, right?
Oh,
In
yeah,
a lot
I've
of
heard
Asian
that. Yeah,
countries,
that's what
yeah.
they need to
And
know.
some people talk about the tricks like do not eat dark food because dark food makes
Oh,
your
that's
skin
the same
dark.
with
Yeah.
chai, like tea. Like,
Yeah.
we are, like it's a thing. Like people say don't drink tea, but Indians are addicted to tea.
Yeah, we're addicted to soy sauce.
Like, it's a thing. Like don't drink tea, otherwise your skin tone is gonna get darker. And that's the most dumbest thing, but still, it's like still a
But
thing.
so what did you do?
I just got depressed. I just got depressed and started doing
You
Wow.
had
comedy.
dark thoughts.
And
And
then
then
I-
slowly.
No, but the thing is, like, I sent it to like my female friends, and they were like, "Oh my god, that's so cute."
Cute.
And then I sent it on my group chat. Everyone's like, "That's your mom." I'm like,
Like, oh, guys.
and I'm like, that's why I don't send shit to you. That's why I don't send shit to you.
That's why I waited for so
And they
long
were
to
like,
have me on the podcast.
and because in this photo, I just look like a normal kid who's just like getting away, like kind of
Yeah,
pissed.
you're like,
And it's like, and everyone's like, "Oh, you gotta drop a diss track on your mom." I'm like, why? But yeah, thank you so much, Summer, and just plug your show.
I'll
She's
plug
doing-
my show. Yes, so this May, I'm doing my first ever solo hour in this New Zealand International Comedy Festival. It's gonna be 23rd, 22 or 23rd of May.
It's gonna be last week of May, and it's gonna be on our Instagram.
Yeah, follow me on my Instagram.
It's gonna be in the
Chiwi's
description.
Summer shot.
Yep, it's gonna be in the description.
Wait, just
Thank
say
you.
it again.
Oh, the-
He's not talking.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm doing my first ever solo hour, so my own show in New Zealand International Comedy Festival this May on 22nd, 23rd of May.
Whee!
That's a Thursday and Friday, so you guys will have plenty of time to
Yeah.
really get yourself ready for the
Yeah.
weekend. Come to my show. The show's name is called A Little Chiwi's Adventure.
Oh,
So it's about my time in New Zealand, and my identity, my family, and my partners. Kiwi do shit, yeah, probably. That's the gist of it.
And Immigrants, you wanna plug that as well?
Oh yeah, immigrants. We will have. We're going back to the second time to join the New Zealand International Comedy Festival for 3 nights, and that's gonna be 14, 15, 16, if I remember it right. But yeah, it's the second week of the comedy festival.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. If you want to feel related, immigrants. immigrants comedians comedy. Yeah.
sounds really
We
cool.
normally have fun together. Yeah.
No, it's a good show.
Everything will be in the description. Check her out. She's really, really funny. Thank you so much, Summer. Thank you so much.
Thank
And,
you.
have a good night.
Now
Check out Mr. Beast.
I'll check a lot of videos after this.